Sugar, a highly addictive and commonly consumed substance, is detrimental to fueling cancer cells, inducing weight gain, and accelerating aging. The mounting evidence suggests that sugar is not merely a contributing factor but the predominant cause of obesity and chronic illnesses. Is sugar an age-old companion with a hidden agenda to orchestrate your demise? The overwhelming volume of research overwhelmingly supports this notion. Without a doubt, scientific investigations have irrefutably demonstrated that the multitude of sugar types in your food is wreaking havoc on your overall health. High fructose corn syrup is the main contributor to Americans' calorie intake, constituting their most significant source of calories. Examining the sugar consumption pattern spanning 3 centuries reveals a significant increase. In 1700, people consumed around 4 pounds of sugar annually. By 1800, this figure rose to approximately 18 pounds per person. Back in 1900, people were consuming around 90 pounds of sugar each year. Fast forward to 2009, and more than half of the American population was devouring half a pound of sugar daily, up to a staggering 180 pounds per year. Sugar is abundant in soft drinks, fruit juices, and sports drinks and is concealed in nearly all processed foods, such as bologna, pretzels, Worcestershire sauce, and cheese spread. Furthermore, an alarming fact is that most infant formula now contains the equivalent amount of sugar in a Coca-Cola can. This means babies who consume formula are at risk of metabolic poisoning right from day one. Currently, nearly 1/3 of Americans are overweight, and an additional 32% are considered obese. This starkly contrasts the obesity prevalence of merely 3.4% among white males aged 50 or above during 1890. The obesity rate escalated to 15% in America by 1975 and has since doubled its initial value. The likelihood of suffering from fatal conditions such as heart disease, kidney disease, and diabetes significantly increases when carrying excess weight. In 1893, the prevalence of diabetes in the United States was under 3 cases per 100,000 individuals. However, almost 8,000 out of every 100,000 people are diagnosed with diabetes. It doesn't require a medical degree or scientific knowledge to recognize the growing obesity issue in America. Simply walking around a shopping mall, schoolyard, or even looking at your reflection will reveal this truth. An essential beginner's guide to navigating the confusing world of sugars and how to steer clear of misunderstandings on this crucial subject. Navigating through the realm of sugars and sweeteners can often lead to uncertainty. Therefore, here's a fundamental overview. Dextrose, fructose, and glucose are monosaccharides or simple sugars. What sets them apart is primarily their metabolic impact on the body. Glucose and dextrose share the same sugar composition. Nevertheless, most food manufacturers prefer dextrose in their ingredient listings. Merging simple sugars creates complex sugars like sucrose, table sugar, comprised equally of glucose and fructose. In contrast, HFCS contains a higher proportion of fructose at 55%, with glucose making up the remaining 45%. It should be noted that ethanol, drinking alcohol, does not possess sugar properties. However, beer and wine do contain residual sugars and starches in addition to alcohol. As sweeteners, xylitol, glycerol, sorbitol, maltitol, mannitol, and erythritol are popular despite not falling under the category of sugars or alcohol. Their incomplete absorption in the small intestine results in lower calorie content than sugar but often triggers discomfort such as bloating, diarrhea, and flatulence. Sucralose, Splenda, may have a deceivingly sugar-related name and an advertising claim of being made from sugar, but in reality, it is an artificial sweetener containing chlorine. This puts it in the same category as harmful substances like aspartame and saccharin, with corresponding adverse effects on health. On the other hand, agave syrup's supposed natural label needs to be more accurate since it undergoes significant processing resulting in a final product that barely resembles the original agave plant and contains high levels of fructose. The raw form of honey is a natural sweetener with a fructose content of around 53%. When used moderately, it provides various health benefits and possesses an antioxidant profile comparable to spinach's. Stevia, a charming herb obtained from the leaf of the South American stevia plant, poses no harm when consumed naturally. Lo han, or luo han guo, derived from fruit, is another naturally occurring sweetening option. The energy your body was specifically designed to operate on is glucose. Glucose is the primary fuel source for every cell in your body, as well as for bacteria and all living organisms on our planet. Nevertheless, sucrose has lost its status nationally as the favored sugar of choice. Fructose has now surpassed it. Matthew, thank you for spreading awareness, and I hope this video reaches a broad audience.